Hello and welcome to Math 105 Online for the Spring 23 semester. My name is Lee Phillips and I will be your instructor for the course. And this is just a quick intro video to talk us through everything you need to know for the course to get started. Classes at Francis Marion start tomorrow, Tuesday, January the 10th, but I will be running our class like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. So our first lesson will be available to you Wednesday, or that's when you should look to start. Our first lesson is at least start on Wednesday. Okay, so this is just to tell you the most important information for starting the course. And this may be a video that if you have any questions, you might come back to watch to answer those questions. So the very first thing I'm going to tell you is that everything you need will be in your Blackboard account, which you can reach through our school web address. Okay. So if you go and pull up your favorite browser, I suggest you use either Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. But it works with other browsers. If you do have issues, you should just let me know. But if you go to fmarion.edu, it'll take you to our homepage. And where you want to go next is the Patriot Portal. And from the Patriot Portal, you can sign in with your usual Francis Marion credentials, and that will take you to the Patriot Portal page, which has all of the stuff you need to survive college. Your tiles will look a little different than mine, but you should have a tile. Let's see if I can find the student one. Well, we won't worry about it right now. You should have a tile that has Blackboard in it, and you can click on that and it'll take you to our Blackboard page for the university. Okay, over on the left will be your courses, and this one is Math 105. Yours may Math 105 online. So find one that's Math 105 and you can click on that one and it'll take you to our Blackboard page. Okay, now everything you need is over here on the left. If you're using a phone or a tablet, this left menu doesn't always show. You might have to swipe over with your finger to get this menu to show. They do that on the versions that are on the app and things. Okay, so let me just show you first. Let's just start with the most important part. So this class, like I said, I'm running it like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, but it is an online class, so it is asynchronous. What that means is there is no meeting time for us. So there is no like actual class time. So I have classes or lessons set to become available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that the university is open. So if you click on this lessons and assignment link, you will not be able to see any of this yet. You see how they're hidden until, this one will be hidden until Wednesday, and this one will be hidden until Friday. But pretend they're there for you to see. We log in, and each day it'll pop up with that day's lesson, and when you click on the folder, there will be two things in each folder. There will be a lesson, and you click on it, it takes you to the YouTube page for that lesson, which has got a commercial right now, but anyways, and you can watch that day's lesson, and you can watch it as many times as you want. You can pause, you can retry examples, you can look at it another day when you go back and try to practice for the test or whatever, but that will be there for you. I will never remove those videos or folders, so you can always go back and rewatch lessons or rewatch examples. And there will be a homework link. When you click on the homework, this is different for this semester as I've done in semesters past. I have the homework created in Blackboard so that you can work it in Blackboard. Now I still suggest for both of these things that you get some paper and pencil and make sure you take some good notes and practice along with the examples. And then when you get to do the homework, take some paper and pencil if there's any work to be done and actually write them out. But when you go to do these, you will be selecting your answers or typing in your answers in Blackboard. Okay. Now I will say sometimes if you try to go too fast, not everything loads and you may have to refresh the page because Blackboard servers sometimes are a little bit slow. Anyways, so it's got all the questions from the lesson in there. Some are just true or false. Some are just you typing in numbers. All right, or some are multiple choice. But the first homework looks like that. And when you're finished, you just want to save and submit. Okay? If you're not finished and you're going to work on it in several times, like come back after supper or something, you may click Save All Answers, and then you can leave and come back later. But when you're done, you need to submit it. All right? So each of our homeworks will be done in that way, just very simply through Blackboard. So in saying all that, the lesson videos that I have recorded for you, I have recorded them over the course of several semesters, several years teaching this course, and I change things every time I teach it. So some of the lessons are fresh new lessons that I just recorded over the past few weeks. Some of them I will be changing and recording throughout the semester. Some of them, though, are from 2 years ago or from 1 semester ago. And over the different semesters, I require different types of homeworks and stuff. I change what I do a lot. I always think it's best to keep working towards the best lessons that you can. So I constantly change these. So I try not to mention homeworks and assignments in the lessons, but I just can't help myself because I teach a lot of in-class lessons in person here face-to-face at Francis Marion, and when I teach those, I like to remind them about what assignments are due, so I do it out of habit. So throughout some of the lessons, I will mention things that you do not have to worry about. This is one of the biggest things to take away from this video is if I mention something like my math lab, or if I mention a due date, or if I mention turning in papers, or if I mention scanning things and sending them to me, you can ignore all of that, okay? The due dates for everything will be in Blackboard. If you go to your lessons and assignments, you can see when the first test is. It'll be open to you. It'll open the same day the last lesson opens, and then it will close the date of the next lesson. So notice it's from Monday to Friday. You need to finish it by the end of the day on Friday, and on Friday you will have the next lesson. So technically I'm counting Wednesday as the test day here because Monday's the last lesson. Wednesday you should take it. Friday you should move on. But that gives you plenty of time to work around any busyness in your schedule. Each test will be open for a while, and I have the testing kind of rules and information, and the test is there, but it will not become available until January the 23rd. Then you can take it, okay? And there'll be 6 tests just like this. We can go over the syllabus really quickly, but the most important things are that everything you need is in each of these folders. Okay, each folder has a video lesson that you should watch and you should take notes on, and a homework for you to try. Okay, and then please ignore the other most important thing. If I mention due dates, or if I mention my math lab, or if I mention scanning and turning in assignments, or if I mention anything like that, just ignore those in the videos because I'm not sure which semester some of these videos are recorded from. Some of them are from a few years ago. Okay. Now, one other thing I will mention about the homeworks is you have 2 attempts. So you should try it. If you get some wrong, you should retry those problems to see if you can get 100. If you think that Blackboard is grading your answer incorrectly, send me an email. That's probably one of the best things to do is stay in good communication with me. If you're just 100% sure that you are correct and Blackboard is counting it wrong, email me. It can't hurt to email me and ask me to look at it, especially when it comes to taking the test. If you take one of the big tests, emailing me and asking me to look at it would be probably a really good idea. I do not mind one bit looking over your test to make sure that there's nothing that Blackboard did weird, because I don't technically trust it that much. Or if you want me to look for more partial credit, I try to program in some partial credit, but Blackboard is sketchy on that. So if you want me to look for more partial credit, just let me know and I can look. Okay? Now, other information for you is there's a syllabus and office hours. And if I need anything else, I will probably post it right below lessons and assignments. So I will show you that I do have office hours and my contact information posted. My office is on the 4th floor of the Leatherman building. Now this semester is going to be a little bit weird because I am teaching classes at the Continuum for Francis Marion, which is in Lake City. So notice that some of my office hours on Tuesday and Thursday are not at Francis Marion. They're in Lake City. Okay? But those are all posted for you. And ways to contact me. I will go ahead and tell you the best way to contact me is through email. And you can feel free to email me a bunch. And I will say it is very important for you to check your emails. I will send a lot of emails to communicate. Now, I will usually send them using Blackboard to send them to every student in the class. So make sure that your Blackboard emails are not being sent to spam. Okay? Now, the other important thing here is the syllabus. And I will just really quickly run through the important parts of that. You can read it in detail all you want to. It is posted for you here. I'm going to open it in a bigger window so hopefully we can see it a little bit easier. But anyways, this is College Math 101, 105 online. I posted my contact information again. There's a course description. This is just exactly what's listed in the course catalog. Your goal is a C or higher so that you can move on to Math 111. Office hours are posted again, but if you can't make it to one of my office hours and you need to see me in person, just email me and we can try to work out a time. Course materials. Actually, I need to remove that because you no longer need a scanning app because I'm not requiring you to scan things into me since I've created everything in Blackboard. So I need to edit that. I will mark through that on the next version of the syllabus. Also notice that I do not require you to have a textbook, or I do not require my MathLab access to save you some money. Other instructors might require that. So if you switch classes to another 105, you might be required to purchase that. Or when you make it to Math 111, about half the professors require that. So just keep a heads up. Email, like I just said, it's really important to check your emails from me daily. I will try to answer emails. My rule of thumb is I will make sure I answer your emails within a day, usually within an hour or two if I'm not teaching or if I'm near a computer. Grades, there's kind of 6 chapters to this class, and so we will have 6 tests, and they count for 70% of the average. We will do a homework or class, whatever you want to call it, an assignment for each lesson, and that makes up 10%, and then we'll take a final exam, which is worth 20%. Now, final exams are scheduled based on when the class is scheduled per the university's normal policies, but this is an asynchronous class. We have no time, so we will do this near the end of the semester. I will give you about a week to take it. Now, we'll communicate a whole bunch about that when we get closer to the end. Okay? Attendance policy, there are no days for you to attend, so I have a hard time taking attendance. This is kind of a tricky thing. So what I will do is look and see what assignments you have completed, and if you have not completed some of them, I will email you usually and say, hey, where are you at? Are you out there somewhere? Are you still in the class? If not, I will start to count you absent for missing the assignments, and then if you miss more than your allotted amount, we're going to go with 6 absences. If you go over 6 absences, then we will withdraw you from the course, or may withdraw you. I don't always withdraw if there's some circumstances we can talk about. Okay. Try not to miss tests. You should not miss a test since you usually have about half a week to a week to take each test in here, but if you do miss one, that'll be recorded as a 0. If you think you're going to miss one, email me before you miss it, not after it's passed. We can usually try to work something out. Okay. This is just letting you know I'll try to work everything as a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. Things will appear in Blackboard that day. You should check every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the next lesson. I will go ahead and tell you, occasionally I have students that have reasons for working ahead, like they're going to be out because of having a baby or they have a surgery scheduled. And if the class kind of gets going past chapter 1 or chapter 2 and someone wants to work ahead or accelerate, I can allow that. We can do that. Just let me know if anybody wants to do that after we make it through about chapter 2, and we can look into that. Okay. Academic integrity, don't cheat. Academic accommodations, if you have accommodations or need accommodations, you can contact the testing center, counseling testing center on campus, and make sure I get those. Okay. Also, if I change things, I'll try to let you know, or I'll post a new syllabus in Blackboard. All right. Awesome. If you have any questions for me, please do not hesitate to email me. Email is the best way to get in contact with me. And I do not mind if you email me. It's not, that's my job. I'm here for that. That's why I like teaching, is I like helping people. So let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you have a great day and things start rolling on Wednesday. See you then.